How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Just no pad, no pencil, episode 6. And we're gonna pregame Houston and the Raven game. And so far, I don't see Houston beating us, but what you think, see?
I think, like I've been thinking, I think Ravens pull this one out. It should be a pretty simplistic style of game. It's gonna have its ups and downs. It's gonna have us, maybe a little worried here and there, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be an overall dominating force type of game. I think, I feel like Houston gonna put up points. Yes, right. They're gonna move down the field.
Right.
Yes, right. With receivers that they got DeAndre Hopkins, like you said, Kenny
Stills,
and the other guy. They're gonna get down the field.
My thing is, we'll dominate them our offense will dominate them. Defensively, they match up with our secondary well. Real well. And Hopkins is a beast. You're gonna have to double him. I don't care who we got.
Yeah,
they're
gonna double him, and they probably gonna more than likely put Humphrey on him, and and they're gonna probably try to use one of the safeties to double, like
But got Kenny Stills in there in that slot, boy. He eating so far. He eating since Fuller went down.
I still at the end of the day don't see them going out and like totally dominating us on a type of tip where it's a back and forth.
Our style of players are wrong for them because we run the ball and we held possession of the game.
Right.
They pass first. They have no running game. Man, I just don't see how they
Lamar
beat us.
Jackson actually has about the same amount of rushing yards that their running back has. So
I just don't see it. I don't think they got the answer for us.
And another thing too that I noticed, their whole entire season, the Houston Texans, 1-2, lost one.
Right.
1-2.
They're not consistent at all.
And they just can't get over the hump of just being focused. Kind of like the Dallas Cowboys. They like the AFC Dallas Cowboys. That's what they remind me of. They like the AFC Dallas Cowboys, where they play good and they're a good team, but they just can't quite get it all together
and that's
to just be consistent over and over and over and over again. And look, they're on their 2-win streak. They just had a bye and they coming out to play us, and now they had a whole week or 2 weeks rather to study us.
Right.
But on our note, we're on a 5-game winning streak, man, and it's not like it's a 5-game winning streak and we barely. Well, we're coming out like
we just bullying
progressively, just getting better week in, week out. Our average points per game scored is increasing, week in and week out. So I mean, realistically, not saying that of course it's a man, bet your bottom dollar this game is gonna be is gonna be done, but I don't foresee this to be something where like it's going to be a super tight game.
And honestly, it's a lot of people picking Houston to beat us at home. I'm like, no, not with that offense. I'm like, yo, what are y'all looking at? I mean, do you think Deshaun Watson is going to get 45 passes a game on his defense? If they do that, they're going to be down by 20 because they ain't going to have enough. We're going to lead. We're going to have the ball. They try that with this defense.
They were probably going to try to be somewhere in that range. Last time we played the Houston Texans, I think we played against Deshaun Watson. This was back when we had Ray Lewis in them.
But that was a minute ago. We can't compare, man. That was back then. I just don't see this team relying on Deshaun Watson to throw this ball 45 times a game.
The point that I bring up with that is that he's been out there with that Raven style of culture, and it just didn't fit him. A lot of these AFC teams, man, aren't used to, like you always say, that AFC North style of football.
That grind, man. That grind.
And so when they play against those defenses, they tend to struggle a little bit more than.
And another thing, Watson offensive line is horrible. Man, this boy's open to get hit, man. Mm-hmm. We just gotta keep pressure on. He takes a hit. He takes unnecessary hits.
The beauty in him is that he's elusive.
He takes a lot of punishment for no reason.
But he's elusive, and that's the thing with him. But again, they'll be in Baltimore, and I think with that whole crowd and everything, with comes to playing here in the Lions Den, I think it's just gonna be hard. It's just gonna be a hard grind game for them. I think they may get have the lead for one time in the game, and then the score changes back, and then
I'm a pretty back what I said in the Cincinnati video about their wide receiver. This one, their wide receiver core. I'm gonna sit back and watch that one, man. Because D-Hop, man, that boy.
This is probably the best wide receiver core that we have played all year.
Hands down. Hands down.
Yeah, and will play all year.
And you gotta respect D-Hop, man.
But
he goes up and get that rock, no matter who on.
I'm just not 100% sold. Although, again, statistically, that defense checks out, right, as pretty similar to what our defense is.
Right.
I'm just not a believer.
I ain't a believer in it either. That style of play.
I'm not a believer in it. Like
I'll be the first one to apologize if we lose that game next Sunday. Be like, look, man.
I'm not a believer in that overall.
I mean, look, we playing old school Raven football, running the ball, eating up the clock, man. This is old school Raven football. This with a different twist, man.
Right.
Lamar doing his thing.
I think this should be a simple win for the Ravens, putting 6 games in a row.
Right.
And, moving on to the Rams and LA.
Like I said, I'm gonna sit back, watch
that's gonna be the one.
Think so?
Yeah, because you're traveling. Yeah. Anytime we traveling across the country, there's and that's a Monday night game.
One game at a time, though,
and that's a Monday night game.
That boy Cooper Kupp, something special in that slot.
And that's a Monday night game, and you playing in Los Angeles. It's, that's the one that I'm a little bit more worried about. But then again, look, this can be also looked upon like a trap game. One of those 2 games going to be a trap game.
I ain't looking at neither one of these.
They could possibly end up being a trap game for us.
Man, you got to look at it like this. Man, we playing two top 5 teams in each conference. The Rams, I say the Rams top 10 in the NFC. Houston right there with us, man. So ain't no trap game, man. Just any given Sunday, man, competition. Stepping up.
Yeah, but you coming off, because again, Houston's not a slouch, right? I said I don't think it's going to be.
They style of play. This don't match up with what we do.
I think it should be a more of a simple.
Keep it simple.
Simple type of game. But you still going to have to focus and practice, and of course, all your games. But you really going to have to make sure that you on top of your P's and Q's. Because if you're not against the Houston Texans, they gonna come and they'll beat you. They'll beat you if you're not on your P's and Q's. What I worry about is that we focus so much on Houston because Houston is one of and look, Patriots fans, please don't kill me, but I don't consider the Patriots, after what I've seen, I don't consider the Patriots a real good team to me. Like, I feel like the best team that we've played all year, and I'm and look, I'm not even going off the record, off of record wise, but it is what it is because they just lost to the Titans. But I think Kansas City Chiefs are the best team that we've played all year. And then I go Cincinnati. Cleveland Browns.
Just based off of talent alone.
Yeah, and just going off of just not record but talent. Cleveland Browns. Even though the Cleveland Browns aren't more talented than a lot of teams out here, and they lost to the Patriots, although they should have won if.
Right.
But that's all part of the game, right?
Chubb ain't make no fumbles,
but that's still part of the game, right? That's still talent, right? I guess you can still consider that. But nonetheless, I think if that game is played 2 times or 3 times, best 2 out of 3, I think Browns beat Patriots. 2 out of 3 or whatever. They get one out there.
My thing about this game, Greg Roman, keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Feed everybody. See, one thing about Greg Roman too, man. He going at he playing matchups with his play call, like bull. Oh my goodness, he said. I ain't gonna say he said, but he put Bull in position to have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
When I was on Twitter, a lot of people like, yo, that should have been Hurts catches. I'm like, no, he putting Bull in position because everybody think Bull the blocking back.
Right.
The blocking tight end. So
I told you
he matching up. He just
matching
up.
I told you that Greg Roman has nothing, nothing to worry about. I told you, man.
Feeding everybody, man.
We ain't got nothing to worry about with Greg Roman.
That's why I say, yo, I ain't afraid of nobody in this AFC. Once we get this home field.
I'm not afraid of anybody either.
Something special.
All I am afraid of the combination of teams that we have to play back to back in this group, this little section of the season that we're in.
Right.
Because again, like I said, I don't consider the Patriots a really good team. I mean, they're good, but I don't think they're like really good. Like how
it's like this. It's like this. I understand.
They got exposed.
I understand what you're saying. Who can I gauge the Ravens against to see what level we really?
It's going to be the Texans, right? And I think the Ravens themselves are going to gauge themselves.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. They're going to gauge themselves because now they're playing playoff style football, right?
I just can't see a
you
team.
But listen to me.
You
You don't normally play the Texans, right?
Right.
Every year you don't normally play the Texans,
Right.
just like you don't normally play the Patriots. But I don't think the Patriots are who they are normally.
I just can't see no quarterback throwing the ball 45, 50 times a game beating the Ravens with no running game. He can't keep keep this defense balanced.
I guess what I'm trying to say, folks, is that this is a playoff game.
It probably be a gauge game.
I'm saying this is a play, and I'm saying of course it's detrimental to our playoff situation.
Right.
We are in good standing, but this is a playoff game. This is going to be a playoff style atmosphere because these two teams have a very likely chance of playing each other in the playoffs.
I got you.
And so the bunching of group of games that we're playing are going to be playoff teams.
But I'm looking at it like
the
this.
Rams may go to the playoffs.
I'm looking at it like this. It's a tier to it too, man. And I don't think Houston on our level. I think we the creme of the crop in the AFC.
Right, I get you.
I'm just saying we play a balanced game.
Get you, but
that's what I'm saying. We play. It's literally pick your poison with this team.
Two good teams in the AFC that we played is Houston and the Browns, and then we got the NFC team, which was the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
And we
when we showed them, we was a level up.
That's why I'm ready. That's why I can't wait to see the Rams. But I just hope that they are able to be on their P's and Q's enough against the Houston Texans so that it doesn't turn out to be a super drawn out hard game. And then, again, that puts us at 6 wins in a row. And then we got to go fly all the way out to Los Angeles and play the Rams on Monday night ESPN, coming off of a deep, hard battle against.
I think this is easy work. Honestly, I really think this is easy work. Honestly, look, man, we played Russell. Look how single-handed we went through that. Man, Sean Watkins got weapons. He got weapons, but I just can't see no quarterback throwing that ball 45 feet beating the Ravens,
all I'm saying is, and you're right, I get what you I mean, let me see. I don't agree with that. I don't think, I think if a quarterback comes out here and throws 40, 45 times, 35 times a game, and he has the wide receiver core that Deshaun Watkins has, yes, he has a chance of beating us. Where I think the game is going to be kind of twisted in is what you mentioned, is that time of possession. Right. Our offensive production.
He ain't going to have enough possessions to do
I
that.
think we are going to, so to speak, force them in certain situations. If this game doesn't turn into a you score, I score thing, right? And I highly doubt that goes that way. I think that the Houston Texans may at one point in the game have the lead, and then we kind of take it over, and then we keep it, right? It may be one of those type of things. But so long as this ain't going you score, I score, you score, I score.
But like I said in the previous video, all this defense got to do is give us 2 stops a game. With this offense,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't look at nobody as a threat to us, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Man,
but I'm worried. All I'm worried about is the combination of the two type of teams, 2 playoff teams back to back, and I'm talking real good consideration playoff teams that really, to be honest with you, may have a chance to win a game in the playoffs, right? I mean, yes, the Patriots can, I guess, win a game in a playoffs.
Right. Well,
I don't know, man. I think AFC is weak.
Most definitely.
AFC is weak to me, and so when I consider dangerous teams in the AFC,
put it like this: it's a bunch of 8-8 teams, and
there's only 2 dangerous teams right now in the AFC that I'm gonna consider, and that's the Kansas City. Even though they lost to the Titans last week, and the Cleveland Browns. Because they are teams that...
hell no. You better pay attention to the Raiders, man. They playing balanced football. You got to Pay them boys some mind, man.
I ain't worried about that, man.
They playing balanced football, man.
Yeah, but they remind me of the Buffalo Bills, bro.
I mean, bro.
Who have they played?
They playing balanced.
But who have they played?
It don't matter.
That's how I feel.
They playing who on the schedule. They playing who on the
right,
schedule.
and that's the same thing the Bills said.
But
they playing who they played on their schedule. But you gotta look
at the style.
And then they go into Cleveland and they don't do nothing.
But you gotta look at the style of football they playing. They running the rock and they throwing the ball in the middle of the field. The boy got weapons.
We ain't gonna have to play Oakland.
The boy
we ain't gonna have to worry about Oakland.
Oh no, I'm just saying the style of play you gotta be.
Yeah,
they're on the way to making a run.
Oakland ain't getting no game.
They on the way to making a run. Trust me.
Nah,
they may get that last wild
maybe next
card.
year, but I'm talking about this year. Nah, we ain't playing.
They may get that last wild card,
man. We ain't playing Oakland.
They hot.
We not playing.
They hot.
The wild card is going to Buffalo.
Hell
and
no.
That's another team that we got to play. But again, that's one of them ones.
I'm not afraid of that.
Although it may be a playoff, right? That's like, come on, man.
Right.
The real playoff games to me where I'm like, oh snap, yo, this might can go either way as again. But I ain't gonna have to worry about the Cleveland Browns. But it's really Kansas City and the AFC.
I'm looking at it like this too, man. The way all these other teams built their defenses, they ain't built to stop the run, man. Everybody else got small linebackers nowadays. And you see how we beating teams, we bullying them with the run game. Mm-hmm. That's why I ain't really worried about them. I ain't really worried about nobody. Not worried about nobody at all.
Right.
But what you think, Sid?
Oh, I'm just worried, man. I just hope that they are able to focus. I hope they're able to focus on handling business with the Houston Texans and then being able to travel and go out to LA on Monday night.
I worry about that when we get there. Just one game at a time.
Yeah, I get you, but I'm saying I just hope that they are built for that. And then having to come back home and then who I think we play.
And one thing about us, man, we got the quarterback, man. He just takes. He just take what you give him. That's why I love this boy, man. And Lamar's a smart quarterback, man. He's doing nothing out the unordinary. Yeah, you give it, he gonna take it.
Right. But I overall, in regards, like you said, focusing on the game now. I think the game.
What's your stats? What's your stats for the game?
My stats.
Just throw something out there, you know.
Personalized stats, man, I have no idea. But but I can score. Right. I'll let you handle stats. I think scoring wise, excuse me. I believe the score may be Ravens 28.
Okay.
Ravens 28. Or either Ravens 28-31.
All right.
And Houston Texans maybe 21 or 24.
I'm going to say Lamar going to have at least 250 yards. He going to have 3 touchdowns. Hollywood going to have a big game, man. Hollywood might have 120. No, I ain't going to say 120. He's going to have 100 yards. Gus, and, the running back's going to eat again, man. Andrews. It's going to be a typical Raven game, man. Everybody going to eat.
Right.
Greg Roman going to feed them boys, man. But,
Right.
we can wrap this up.
Right. Well, you guys, thank you for stopping out. No pad, no pencil, as again. As we always say, share, comment, let everybody know about us. Again, we thank you guys for the support. Keep supporting.
Everything about me top of the line. I ain't in your business, so stay out of mind. Niggas be shaking, I'm peeping the signs. I got a feeling he